Hey there, welcome back to a new video. This Monday I've been working on the platformer controller, and I did have an older controller before, but I was playing around with it and I found it to be very not very precise. I think I still have it, I can show you. Yeah, it just feels kind of wobbly, and the jump seems unnatural, so I decided to redo the whole script. So basically I made my own gravity, because with the original gravity you can't really change the scale of the gravity, so like it felt kind of like floaty. And then on the old script I tried making it so like once your jump hit the peak, then it would like shoot you downwards, and then it just looked really unnatural, so I just made my own artificial gravity. And it doesn't have the animations on yet, but I do have like this sort of leaning. He kind of leans into the direction he's going, and then yeah, I still need to add like the wall slide, and I also want to add kind of like a slide attack where he like gets like half as tall and he like slides along the ground, and then you can use that to like knock enemies into the air or like slide into tight spaces. Tomorrow I'm probably gonna add some new animations for this, and then once I get like a running animation and a walking animation, then I'll add the slide and the wall slide or whatever it's called. What's up? It's Tuesday and I got the animations in for the character controller. I think it's looking pretty slick. I've got the running and idle animation, jumping animation, a falling animation, and then I also added in sliding. It's still you can slide infinitely right now, but yeah, I'll keep working on that tomorrow and fix that up. But basically your collider turns from like a tall pill shape into like a flat pill shape, I guess, if that makes any sense. But it allows you to slide under spaces like this, and yeah, there's still problems with it, like if you go back into standing form when you're under it, it kind of glitches out, and then like if you go into tight spaces like this, if I can fit in here, and like if you turn, then you like go into the walls. But yeah, I'll have to like detect if you're in a tight space and then like prevent you from doing that. But yeah, things are going very smoothly, surprisingly. But I'll keep working on it tomorrow, and I'll probably add wall sliding as well. This Wednesday I was continuing to work on the sliding. I hadn't gotten anywhere with the wall slides yet, but I was just working out a lot of things that I wanted to happen with the slide. So basically when you're flat on the ground, it slows down pretty quickly, and if you jump slide you get quite a bit more distance. And then I added a cooldown of 2 seconds for the slide, so then you can't really like spam it. So there's that, and then I added it so then when you're on a slope you can continue sliding. So it's kind of similar to the skis, where the steeper it is, the faster you gain speed. So if we can go up here, I can show you this. so you can slide all the way down. And then I also made it so when you let go of the movement or the control stick or whatever, then it'll like slide to the direction of the slopes automatically. It's still a bit glitchy for some reason, like it's turning properly here and then all of a sudden I have no idea why it turns the wrong way on that slope. But yeah, I don't know if I'll keep it because of that, but I really kind of want to have it. But yeah, I think it's pretty dope. And you can do cool tricks like if you slide into a steep slope like this, you can launch yourself. Yeah, I think I'm gonna keep that because I don't know. It might be considered a bug, but I think it's a pretty cool trick you can do. So this Thursday I was able to fix that bug where on certain slopes the player would rotate the wrong way, and it has to do with this line right here. So basically the problem was I was using a regular lerp, so just this function, and the problem with this is it treats the numbers that it's interpolating between as regular numbers, but since we're rotating between like angle values, this doesn't interpret them correctly. So basically if we're facing 90 degrees, the quickest way, and say the slope is at 360 degrees or 0 degrees, basically the quickest way would be to go from 90 to 0 or 360. But since the lerp is treating this as regular number values, it's going from 90 to 360, obviously, because it wouldn't think that going down numbers would get to 360 faster. So basically, when I change this to lerp angle, it treats the numbers that I've put in here as angle values. So then it, instead of going all the way around, it rotates past 0 to get to 360 faster. And so if we take a look at that in game, I actually built a little tube slide that we can go down. So I'll ride this over to those blocks where I was showing the bug earlier. It's a bit jittery just because of how I have the geometry for the tunnel, because the bottom of it kind of ends in a V shape, so he's kind of glitching between the two sides. But we're here at the bottom, and if we go up here where we were yesterday, and we'll take a slide down and see how this goes. So I'm not touching the controller at all, and he should slide the right way. There you go. So today I've just been working on solidifying some areas where bugs could be exploited. So I made it so when you're underneath one of these little crevices, you're not able to get out of your slide, and also you continue sliding so you're able to get back out. And then the other thing I did was for steep slopes like this, if you remember how I could ramp like really far off of this, I figured out it was like an even bigger problem, because if there's a really long slope that was that steep, I could ramp all the way up it. So I made it so when you're sliding towards a slope that's this steep, then you stop sliding. So I've fixed that, hopefully. And more problems will keep arising as I keep developing this character. But I still haven't fixed the problem with sliding in small spaces like this. I can always just design my levels to not have spaces like this, but there's always a chance that I might accidentally have something like that in a level. But we'll see if I can figure out a way to fix that. But that's going to be it for me for this week, and I don't have any plans currently for next week, so I think I'm just going to think of stuff I can do over the weekend. So have a good weekend, and I'll see you next time.